Hello students, welcome to Alphos e-learning. This is session 74 and in this session we are going to discuss carbonyl compounds, nomenclature and isomerism. Compounds which are having C double bond O group as a functional group. Compounds which are having C double bond O group as functional group are called carbonyl compounds. C double bond O group is called carbonyl group. Carbonyl compounds two types. Those which are having formula R C double bond OH, these are what we call aldehydes, and those which consist R C double bond OR, general formula, this is what we call the ketones. Simply, if carbonyl group here carbon 2 valencies got engaged here, C double bond O another 2 valencies. If both the valencies are satisfied by 2 hydrogen atoms, then what we call the formaldehyde. And instead of both are hydrogens, if one is alkyl group, another one is hydrogen, then what we call aldehyde. If both valencies are satisfied by alkyl groups, then what we call the ketones. So HC double bond OH is called formaldehyde and RC double bond OH is generally called aldehydes and RC double bond OR, general formula containing compounds, are called ketones. Now, aldehydes, common names are derived from carboxylic acids. Aldehydes, common names are derived from their carboxylic acid names. Carboxylic acid names, because we know that alcohols upon oxidation we are getting aldehydes or ketones, which upon further oxidation we are getting carboxylic acids. Nothing but carboxylic acids upon reduction we are getting these aldehydes. So which acid upon reduction gives this aldehyde, aldehyde name corresponding to that carboxylic acid? We will see in detail. Here based on, I am going to frame one table here, number of carbon atoms, if it is aldehyde, then what is common name and what is IUPAC name? In case of ketones, common name and IUPAC name. Let us see. In order to show aldehyde, in order to show aldehyde formula, minimum one carbon containing aldehyde exists. But can we expect one carbon containing ketone here? So number of carbon atoms. If it is aldehyde, what is common name and IUPAC name? If it is ketone, what is common name and IUPAC name? With one carbon, we can write aldehyde formula. That what we call one carbon HC double bond OH. HC double bond OH. We can write aldehyde. Whereas in case of ketone, does not exist. With one carbon, it does not exist. So common name is called formaldehyde. One carbon, formaldehyde. All common names of aldehydes are derived from carboxylic acids. So one carbon containing acid is called formic acid, and formic acid gets its name because of its obtained in red ants. So for red ants what we call the formicus. So the acid which is obtained from formicus is called formic acid, and this is aldehyde which is obtained by reduction of formic acid. That's why this aldehyde is called formaldehyde. And whereas IUPAC name alkane plus al, we need to drop the C, alkanal. IUPAC name of aldehydes, alkanal. So here alka means how many carbon atoms are there? Only one carbon. That's why its name is called methanol. So one carbon containing aldehyde is called, common name is formaldehyde, and its IUPAC name is methanol. Let us see two carbons containing one CH3, C double bond OH. Two carbons containing one, it is called acetaldehyde. Common name is acetaldehyde because two carbons containing two carbons containing acid is called acetic acid, and from acetic acid we got the name acetaldehyde. And acetic acid, why we are calling the two carbon containing carboxylic acid is acetic acid? Because of it is obtained from acetam means vinegar. So acetic acid exists in vinegar, hence acetic acid, and its name means two carbon containing acid named as acetaldehyde. And IUPAC name is two carbons na eth plus ane plus al, ethanol. Two carbons containing aldehyde, ethanol. Now three carbon containing aldehyde, CH3 CH2 CHO. So it is called propionaldehyde. Propionaldehyde because its corresponding acid name is propionic acid. Common name is propionic acid. Propionic, proton, pion. Proton means first, pion means fat. First fatty acid it means. Propionic acid means first fatty acid. So from propionic acid we are getting aldehyde name propionaldehyde, and IUPAC name is prop plus ane plus al, propanol. So you observe here all is suffix for all aldehydes. Aldehydes, all is suffix. Alkane plus alkanol. Simply alkanol. So four carbon containing aldehyde, CH3, CH2 taken twice, CHO. That what we call butyraldehyde. That what we call butyraldehyde. What is a butyraldehyde? From where we are getting? It is obtained. This name obtained from butyric acid means which exists in butter. So from butter you are getting that acid, butyric acid, and from butyric acid upon reduction we are getting aldehyde. This is called butyraldehyde. And IUPAC name is but plus ane plus al, butanol. IUPAC name is butanol. 5 carbon containing aldehyde. 5 carbon containing aldehyde. We are getting valeraldehyde. 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 What is this valeraldehyde? So 5 carbon containing acid name is valeric acid. 5 carbon containing acid name is valeric acid because of that acid is obtained in roots of valerian plant. That valerian plant is going to grown in sea coast areas, and valerian plant roots, from valerian plant roots you are getting that acid, hence it is called valeric acid, and from valeric acid upon reduction we are getting valeraldehyde. And this one is pent plus ane plus al, pentanol, 5 carbon. Now let us see in case of ketones also how name we are going to assign. So one carbon containing ketone does not exist. One carbon containing ketone does not exist. In order to exist as ketone, the compound must and should consist of minimum 3 carbon atoms. Minimum 3 carbon atoms. So in general what we are going to learn? Aldehydes and ketones are functional isomers. Aldehydes and ketones are functional isomers. Now tell me, can you write a functional isomer? Keto form of formaldehyde? No. Keto form of acetaldehyde? Not possible. That means here molecular formula must and should same, right? And moreover, in order to write ketone formula, that compound must and should possess minimum 3 carbon atoms. That means here 3 carbon atoms, one CH3, CH2O, CH3. Here common name of ketones are alkyl ketone or dialkyl ketone. Common names are dialkyl ketone. Ketone is common. And whereas IUPAC name is alkane plus one, alkanone. We have to drop that E. That's why alkanone. Let us see. 3 carbons. Here methyl group. Here methyl group. So 2 methyl groups are there. That's why we can say dimethyl ketone. This one we can say dimethyl ketone. And what it means? IUPAC name 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon atoms are there. Hence prop plus ane plus one. Propanone, propanone. So IUPAC name is propanone. Let us take 4 carbons. One is ethyl group, another one is methyl group. One is ethyl group, another one is methyl group. Then we have to say if both are same alkyl group, then what we call again symmetrical ketone. Just like symmetrical ethers, here symmetrical ketone. So both are same alkyl groups, symmetrical ketone. Here both are not same alkyl group, then what we call unsymmetrical ketones. In case of unsymmetrical ketones, so what will be its name? The alkyl group which alkyl groups come first as per alphabetical order? First ethyl comes. That's why ethyl methyl ketone. Its name is ethyl methyl ketone. Ethyl methyl ketone. And what will be IUPAC name? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 carbons containing ketone, and in which second carbon consists of 1. That means it is called 2-butanone. 2-butanone. So but plus N plus 1 butanone. But in butanone, where that 1 is there at second carbon. That's why what we are saying 2-butanone. Similarly, if both are ethyl groups, C2H5, C double bond O, C2H5. In such a case, it is called diethyl ketone. It is called diethyl ketone. Both are same alkyl groups. That's why it is an example for symmetrical ketone. And what will be IUPAC name here? IUPAC name is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 carbons are there. Root word pent plus carbon single bond N plus 1. Where that 1 3. So pentane 3 1 or 3 pentanone, like that we are going to assign names. So common names and IUPAC names of aldehydes and ketones, like that. Let us see few more names of these aldehydes and ketones. Let us see IUPAC name of few more compounds which we was learned in first year. Whenever same functional group is located here, means if you try to assign numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then obviously you have to consider this one as subsequent. But here all these are same functional group. That's why we are not supposed to consider one as functional group, another one as subsequent. That's why what we are going to do here 1, 2, 3. So it is propane 1, 2, 3 tri. These are not all carbaldehyde. 1 propane 1, 2, 3 tricarbaldehyde. Propane 1, 2, 3 tricarbaldehyde. In this case, we can involve these carbons in long chain. In such a case, 6 carbon atoms are here. So hexane 1, 6 diol. So whenever aldehyde carbon is involved in long chain, in such a case we can call as all. But whenever that aldehyde carbon is not involved in long chain, we are not supposed to call as all. And instead of that, we need to call as carbaldehyde. And this one is see 1, 2, 3, 4. Its common name is crotonaldehyde. Its common name is crotonaldehyde. And its IUPAC name is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 carbons but2-enol. But2-enol. One more major difference in between aldehydes and ketones. Aldehyde functional group is a chain terminating functional group. Whereas ketone functional group is not a chain terminating functional group. So because of that reason, aldehyde group in general always gets 1. Means 1 all only we are getting. 2 or 3 are not possible. But in case of ketone, 2 1, 3 1, 4 1, like that possibility is there. So because of chain terminating functional group, aldehyde always gets number 1 position. Whereas in case of ketones, it may be 2, 3, 4, like that. Now let us see here. This one is a benzene. And this aromatic compound, aromatic aldehydes, nothing but in case of aromatic aldehydes, benzene is there. Benzene, in benzene 6 carbon atoms, all these 6 carbon atoms not involved in all these 6 carbon atoms involved in benzene ring, but this carbon is not involved in benzene ring. So in general, we are calling this one as a benzaldehyde. This one is common name benzene carbaldehyde. Benzene carbaldehyde is IUPAC name. Benzene carbaldehyde IUPAC name. Also called phenyl methanol. Only one carbon is there. That's why methanol. Just like formaldehyde also methanol. Right? Now here is also methanol, but in that phenyl substituent is there. Phenyl methanol. And the next one is ortho-hydroxybenzaldehyde. This one is ortho-hydroxybenzaldehyde, also called salicylaldehyde. Ortho-hydroxybenzaldehyde, also called salicylaldehyde. And 2-hydroxybenzene carbaldehyde. IUPAC name is 2-hydroxybenzene carbaldehyde. Next one, this one is silnamaldehyde. Silnamaldehyde is common name. Silnamaldehyde is common name. Aromatic aldehydes common names are more important than IUPAC names. So common names we need to remember that. And in this case 1, 2, 3. So third carbon consists of phenyl. So 3-phenyl prop 2-enol. So 3-phenyl 2-propenol. 3-phenyl 2-propenol. And this one tolualdehyde. This one is toluene actually. Benzene containing methyl group is toluene. Toluene aldehyde, just like benzene aldehyde, benzaldehyde, and here toluene aldehyde is tolualdehyde. 4-methyl benzene carbaldehyde. Tolualdehyde, common name is tolualdehyde. And this one is anisole. So anisole-anisaaldehyde, where ortho. So ortho-anisaaldehyde. Ortho-anisaaldehyde. If it is para-anisaaldehyde, meta-anisaaldehyde like that. And in case of IUPAC name, 2-methoxybenzene carbaldehyde. 2-methoxybenzene carbaldehyde. 2-methoxyphenyl methanol. 2-methoxyphenyl means this whole we are going to mention as 2-methoxyphenyl methanol. And this one ketone, aromatic ketones. Common names methylphenyl ketone, methylphenyl ketone, methylphenyl ketone, and also called acetophenone. Acetophenone. CH3 pH is called acetophenone. Now both phenyl groups are there. Simply we are calling diphenyl ketone. This is what we call diphenyl ketone, also called benzophenone. Benzophenone, acetophenone and benzophenone. And this one phenyl and ethyl. So ethylphenyl ketone, ethylphenyl ketone are 1-phenyl propanone. 1-phenyl 1-propanone, 1-phenyl 1-propanone. Ethylphenyl ketone are 3 carbons there in long chain, hence propane and phenyl group is located at first carbon, that's why 1-phenyl propanone. 1-phenyl propanone. Now let us see 1, 2, 3, 4. First carbon consists phenyl. 1-phenyl 2-butanone. 1-phenyl 2-butanone. These are the IUPAC name of aromatic compounds. Next one, isomerism in carbonyl compounds. Isomerism in carbonyl compounds. So first of all, chain isomerism means structural isomerism. Let us focus chain isomerism, patient isomerism, functional isomerism, metamerism and agomerism. In case of chain isomerism, aldehydes, in order to exhibit chain isomerism, aldehydes must and should contain at least 4 carbon atoms. Ketones must and should consist at least 5 carbons. That means 4 carbon containing aldehyde can exhibit isomerism, chain isomerism. 5 carbon containing ketone can exhibit chain isomerism. Let us try 3 carbon containing aldehyde. Is it possible to exhibit chain isomerism? Let us see propanol, CH3, CH2, C-double-bond-OH. So is it possible to exhibit any chain isomerism? This one. So 3 carbon containing aldehyde cannot exhibit any chain isomerism. Let us consider 4 carbons, CH3, CH2, CH2 and C-double-bond-OH. This is what we call the butanol. So in case of butanol, it exhibits chain isomerism. We can write its chain isomer as CH3, CH, CH3 and C-double-bond-OH. So 2-methyl propanol, butanol and 2-methyl propanol, these two are chain isomers. That means in order to exhibit chain isomerism, aldehyde must and should possess at least 4 carbon atoms. Means greater than 4 carbon atom containing aldehyde only can exhibit chain isomerism. And what about ketones? In order to exhibit chain isomerism, ketones must and should possess at least 5 carbons. Now CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH3. I used to consider 4 carbon containing ketone. Is it possible to write one more chain isomer for this one? So here this one consists only 2 carbons and this one consists only 1 carbon. For this 2 carbon and 1 carbon we cannot write any chain isomers. And instead of this 5 carbon containing, if you consider CH3, CH2, CH2, C double bond O, CH3. This one is a 2 pentanone. Now for this one we can write chain isomer as like this. Now here this one is isopropyl methyl ketone and this is propyl N-propyl methyl ketone. Methyl N-propyl ketone and methyl isopropyl ketone. These two are chain isomers. See here, this one consists long chain 5 carbon atoms and this one consists long chain only 4 carbon atoms. So it is very clear, in order to exhibit chain isomerism, aldehyde must and should possess 4 carbons, ketones must and should possess 5 carbons regarding chain isomerism. Next, what about positional isomerism? What about positional isomerism? Aldehydes, aliphatic aldehydes do not exhibit positional isomerism. Why, sir? Why do not exhibit? As I mentioned that aldehyde group is a chain terminating functional group. Aldehyde group is chain terminating functional group. It always number 1. So it is not possible to bring to second position like that. For example, here 1 propanol or propanol. 1 propanol. 1 no need to mention, it is a propanol. Now, can you write this aldehyde group at second position? Third position? No. So and moreover, this functional carbon, this always gets number 1. As I mentioned that this one is chain terminating and always gets number 1 and 2, 3. This one is propanol. And aldehydes, aliphatic aldehydes do not exhibit any positional isomerism with respect to functional group. If there is any other substituent is there, then it exhibits. For example, CH3, CHCl, C double bond OH. It is alpha chloropropanoaldehyde. And if you change this position of chlorine here, CH2Cl, CH2, C double bond OH. This is beta chloropropanol. So alpha chloropropanol or 2 chloropropanol, beta chloropropanol or 3 chloropropanol. These two are functional isomers. These two are functional isomers with respect to position of chlorine, but not with respect to position of aldehyde group, CHO group. Don't forget that. So if there is no other substituent with respect to only aldehyde group, here aldehydes do not exhibit any positional isomers. Which aldehydes? Aliphatic aldehydes. But aromatic aldehydes can exhibit. Let us see. Aromatic aldehydes, suppose this one is, just now we discussed that benzaldehyde. And if argo position consists methyl group, it is 2-methyl benzene carbaldehyde, right? And you can change the position of methyl group here. You can change the position of methyl group meta and then para. So aromatic aldehydes may exhibit positional isomers, but not aliphatic aldehydes. Then what you are expecting ketone? Yes, ketone exhibit positional isomers with respect to C double bond. Now, in general, we are going to say CH3, CH2, CH2, C double bond O, CH3. This is what we call 2-pentanone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2-pentanone. Now, one more we can write CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH2, CH3. In this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here it is 3-pentanone. 2-pentanone and 3-pentanone, both having same number of carbon atoms in long chain. But C double bond group position is going to vary from second to third. That's why we can say these two are positional isomers. Now, remember this example we will talk later. 2-pentanone and 3-pentanone. Chain isomerism, positional isomerism completed. Next, functional isomerism. Functional isomerism. Yes, aldehydes and ketones exhibits functional isomerism. Aldehydes and ketones exhibits functional isomerism with respect to each other, and they should possess same number of carbon atoms, and they should possess same molecular formula. Now, acetaldehyde and acetone are functional isomers or not? Acetaldehyde and acetone are functional isomers or not? They are not functional isomers. You only said now aldehydes and ketones are functional isomers. Yes, aldehydes and ketones are functional isomers. Acetaldehyde and acetone are not functional isomers because in acetaldehyde two carbons are there, CH3 C double bond OH. In acetone there are three carbon atoms are there. So acetaldehyde and acetone are not at all isomers. Okay, they are not functional isomers, right? Can we say they are homologous series? Acetaldehyde and acetone are homologous series. What do you mean by homologous series? So successive series of compounds which are defined by single CH2 group, one CH2 group. If you observe here CH3 C double bond OH, CH3 C double bond O CH3, these two are defined by CH2 group only. So can we say homologous series? No. For homologous series, functional group must and should be same. For homologous series, functional group must and should be same. So acetaldehyde and acetone are not at all isomers because of they are having different molecular formula. That's first point. Second point, they are not homologous series also because for homologous series, functional group must and should be same. Here functional group differs. It's one is aldehyde, another one is ketone. That's why acetaldehyde and acetone neither homologous series nor isomers. They do not exhibit any isomerism. So functional isomerism, compound having C3H6O. Compound having C3H6O. How many acyclic and cyclic isomers possible for this one? Let us see. For C3H6O, how many acyclic and cyclic isomers? Now, first of all, 3 carbon containing aldehyde. So 3 carbon containing aldehyde, CH3, CH2, CHO. This is a propanol. And ketone form CH3, C double bond O, CH3. So this one is aldehyde and this one is ketone. For aldehyde I am going to write enol form CH3, CH, CH and CH2OH. So if you observe here, this one is alcohol, enol. So aldehydes means C double bond O group, keto group and enol. Keto enol functional isomerism. And one more CH double bond CH O CH3. So one is aldehyde, another one is keto, another one is enol, another one is ether. So all are having different molecular formulas, different functional group but having same molecular formula. So these are four acyclic functional isomers. Now how many cyclic isomers are possible? For C3H6O, here CH2, 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 3 CH2 groups, 3 carbons and O. And CH2, CH, CH3 and CH2, CH2, CH, OH. Anyone? One is 4 carbon and 4 membered ring, another one is 3 membered ring, another one is 3 membered ring. So CH3, OH like that. All these are having different functional groups. Different functional groups, right? So these three are possible for cyclic isomers and acyclic isomers like this. What about functional isomerism in case of ketones? Same. For ketones and aldehydes, similar functional isomers we are getting like enols and ethers, unsaturated ethers. Now what about metamerism? Compounds which are having same molecular formula, same functional group, but they differ in their nature of alkyl groups attached to functional group. Nature of alkyl groups attached to functional group. The nature of alkyl group is nothing but number of carbon atoms in alkyl group. Let us see here. I am used to consider C double bond OC. In this case, here 3 carbons, here 1 carbon. Now I am going to consider here 2 carbons, 2 carbons. Nature of alkyl group change or not? So number of carbon atoms change or not? Change. That means nature of alkyl group change. That means what you can say these are metamers, right? Now let us name this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's called 5 carbons spent and 1. 1 is at second carbon. So it is 2 pentanone. And this one is 3 pentanone. Just now I wrote here 2 pentanone and 3 pentanone are positional isomers because of they differ in the position of C double bond O. Now I am explaining here 2 pentanone, 3 pentanone are metamers also. Then actually these are metamers or positional isomers or both? You think? And Ketones can exhibit metamerism, but aldehydes cannot exhibit metamerism because aldehydes are nothing but chain terminating function group. So nature of alkyl group is going to vary at one end only. At other end always hydrogen. That's why I do not exhibit any metamerism. Now, tautomerism. Both aldehydes and ketones exhibits tautomerism, but must and should here alpha carbon possess hydrogen. Let us consider tautomerism. CH3 C double bond OH. This is aldehyde, right? And with respect to C double bond, this is alpha, and alpha carbon consists hydrogen. Hence, we can write CH2 double bond COH. But out of enol and keto form is more stable than enol form. Keto form is more stable than enol form. And ketones, not only aldehydes, ketones also exhibit tautomerism, but alpha carbon must and should consist at least one hydrogen. In such a case only enolization is possible, means tautomerism is possible. Now, if you observe this compound, C double bond O. Here, with respect to this C double bond, this is alpha. Suppose there is two alpha carbons attached to methyl groups. Means here we can say there is no alpha hydrogen. But in such a case, here enolization is possible, even though here enolization is possible. Like this. So enolization, extended conjugation also possible. That also we need to verify. And regarding isomerism, this much.